All right, number 16. We have a expression, and the expression above A is a constant. If the expression is equivalent to Bx, where B is a constant, what's the value of B? Okay, so here it is that A is a constant, B is a constant. It just means that they each represent a certain number. Okay, we have to figure out what those numbers are. So they said this whole thing is equal to Bx. Okay, this whole thing is supposed to equal to Bx. So for a question like this, let's just go ahead and simplify the left side here. Okay, all these, let's simplify as much as we can. And then we can go from there. Okay, so if you go and multiply this out, the first two premises I had to do FOIL. Okay, so be 4x times ax will be 4ax squared. Okay, multiply that. And then the outer term for x times -1 will be -4x. The inner term we do 4 times ax is positive 4ax. And then the last term is 4 times -1 is -4. Okay. And then once you add that, we also have a negative minus x squared plus 4. Okay. See here, the -4 plus 4, they will actually cancel, right? They will actually cancel. And then we just have 4ax squared. And then we also have a minus x squared. So let's put all the x squares as next to each other. And then we have minus 4x plus 4ax. And they said this is all equal to bx. Okay, so you go to bx, and we're trying to figure out the b value. So for a question like this, right? So you see we have three unknowns, right? We don't know what a is, we don't know what b is, and we don't know what x is. So it's actually not possible to solve for all the variables. And for a question like this, where it's more like we're trying to match the two sides, and we're trying to compare the left and the right side, and we're looking for clues that can help us solve to figure out what b is. Okay, so the first thing we have to recognize is this. So you see on the right side, we only have bx, so that's the term only as x. And on the left side, we have all these with x squared, right? Okay, so if this had to equal to bx, so on the right side, we don't have any square term, which means, right, in order for this equation to be equal, then all these here, everything was all the x squared, they had to cancel, right? They had to cancel out because on the right side, we don't have any square term, right? So this had to add to 0. So pretty much, right, they have to equal to 0. So we know 4a should equal to 1. Right, 4a should equal to 1 because if 4a is 1, then this will be 1x squared minus x squared, right? Will give us 0, right? If 4a is anything other than 1, then it won't be 0. The x squared term won't cancel out. Okay, so we want that these two to cancel out. 4a have to equal to 1. Okay, so it'll be x squared minus x squared, they cancel out. So then from this here, we can solve for a. Okay, if 4a is 1, we can divide by 4 on both sides. So a is actually 1/4. Okay, so a value is 1/4. And then from here, we can actually plug it in into the remaining part to solve for b. Okay, so this is what we have to do now. So we know a is 1/4, so we're going to plug in for a right there. So this will be -4x. So a is 1/4, so it will be 4 times 1/4 times x equal to bx. And 4 times 1/4 is just 1, right? So again, -4x plus x equal to bx. And what's -4x plus x? Well, it's -3x equal to bx. Therefore, b had to be -3. Okay, b had to be -3, and that should be our final answer for this one, which is letter B. Okay, yeah, so this one is kind of tricky. We just have to recognize that we're trying to look at the both side, and we're looking for clues that can help us solve for A and B. All right, so we have -3 for our final answer.